But I just have to look at
Heretics
how
on defense,
Heretics was able to play
Gentlemates
Sunset,
on
how
attack.
every time they needed to go re-clear middle against
Basically,
lurkers, they did it so well
Omen,
together. All the
duelist,
retakes were just
kinda.
on point. So Gentlemates really needs to do something, and I think it starts with a pistol round win.
Gentlemates on the attacking side.
Imagine they shot that early and it just landed on that little ledge.
Hey, what? The first 2 bullets as well. What can you do?
That's so unfair.
Never didn't have a chance. He didn't even get spotted.
Unfair.
Good thing they still have an
The
Omen.
wall's up.
That is very true. Taka smoked back up in about 5 seconds now, probably. But yeah, the early man advantage here, that's wondrous for Heretics. I'll be happy with that. And Gentlemates now have their work cut out, no matter where they go.
How many bullets did he fire, though?
Up against the odds. Going for a walk middle. Hold at this point. Okay, smoke and try and lean on in, I guess.
Only the 2, no more.
The only man really here. You can already see the early rotations. Heretics aren't a million miles away, but he was the only one really holding this down. So straight through mid. Mini Boo's going to be watching that. Okay. Yeah, the boy's quick, all right? Quick feet now. Oh, it gets denied, and now this is where it gets an issue. No plant to depend on. Man disadvantage. And the back line getting threatened too. This is keeping the attention drawn away from where they need it to be. They've already got themselves back on the site here, Heretics. They are letting no steps be taken away. Gentlemate's going to start struggling now. And Dizzy on the other side. Going to be picked up. And Heretics can just wait on this. Mini Boo, they're all there. Yeah, no real threat, it felt like in the end. Handled that very well.
I mean, once Boo got that 2-tap, or sorry, it was Benji, that 2-tap just opening, sorry, it was Boo. The 2-tap opening at the start of the round, it's just like, what do you do? Your entire game plan is ruined. Like, you have to pivot from there. Okay, we're getting spotted at lower A. Okay, let's smoke mid and go back through mid. I don't even know how Wingman got denied on that plant.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, because it wasn't from the back, so God only knows. But seeing the Outlaw come out, Sheriff goes bits and bobs, but it's Rienz with the right foot.
I like what Boo did here, though, knowing that you cross over like this and then you hug the wall and go close. So he goes for the wider swing and taps where you'd be hugging the wall. Like, it's actually very smart from him.
Looking like he wants to have some fun. Don't often get to see him now into those duelist roles. It's just an unfun round for Gentlemates, really. No problems posed for the opposition.
Very curious opening from Gentlemates. They used 2 smokes, one towards B, one towards pipes, trying to sneak and take control over both zones, try to deny that info from Team Heretics, but they don't care. They get a kill on both sides.
See, two out of 3.
One through the pipe smoke and one around that B main smoke.
Rien's just starting to feel the pressure coming. So as to start, that's nice. We'll force it forward. Yeah, it's lovely. You got information on information. There's just no potential here for Gentlemates, even in a round like this. No, they weren't, obviously expected to do too much, but they're just getting no play at all. Kadabra, oh man, they've got knives out. They've got knives out. Like,
hey, behave yourself.
Okay, I need to see it in this buy round here.
So one of the things that we need to see from Gentlemates is why are they using that double controller? And they need to use it to put the pressure on Team Heretics, specifically around how that Killjoy is going to be setting up. So Benji, if he wants to put his turret at middle, alarm bot to control all those flanks, those opportunities to do fakes, then you need to put that pressure on him early. Omen has the potential to go on top of the 2, break that turret down. We need to see more of that
They didn't find out about this, right? Because otherwise I would hope they would have put more heavy armors into it. We've got 4 people that can get one shot. And Wu is sending it down middle where there's 4 people, and the only person with heavy armor is the person that just got taken down through the smoke.
Time again. Rienz in support. Heretics kind of meeting this force with their own. They were very
aware of what
Gentlemates wanted.
And 4 people didn't buy heavy armor.
I think there was a KO flash to combo with that dart. The dart getting in the back. 2 picks through the Viper Orb effectively. Another 5 versus 3 on the bonus round for Team Heretics.
And the bodies are in the right place. They've got a lot of faith in Boo. He can hold down B pretty comfortably. There's a bit of a chance.
Light shields.
The light shields, you're right. So susceptible to the Outlaw. Wu doesn't need to outstay his welcome. He can depend on the others to step in a little bit. That's a bit too far, Whalers. And Takas. Again, if it gets maybe 1 or 2 more, I mean, the problem is it's still a bonus for Heretics. It's so much for Takas to do. He's got a paranoia smoke back up in 2. But he needs that plant.
Yeah,
as
I like
well.
that they're I like that they're respecting him.
30 seconds left.
Maybe a plant. Could help out here. First shot dart sent in. Careful. Heard the spam from Voot. Knows where Rienz is. Okay, time for a plant. Another shot. He's trying to get a pick. He's trying to get one of these 3 players, and they're just so disciplined here. They're not letting him get what he wants at all. Dart goes in. Yeah, they're not allowing any of that. They are so disciplined.
And it's really
that is bad though from Gentleman's. You gotta take the hit, Guardian, Bulldog, heavy armor.
They can move together, go for that 3 versus 1. But until that plant comes, if they peek and give him an isolated duel,
shoot that recon
that's
as well.
A chance into the round for him. With this Outlaw coming out on that round 2 and again on round 3, no heavy shields for the Gentlemates players. That means it's 1 shot in the body and that's it. They're done for.
And the Outlaw still remains. And it might be even more beneficial here as well. Look at it. Dizzy not going to be effective just around the corner. So many potential victims.
Nice shot, man. Into the top of the knives. He's going for it.
He wants more.
Here we go.
He's probably going to get more. It's Woot, remember.
One
but it's Woot. He'll probably land it. You can see him just like taking his time.
1 enemy remaining.
Picking out a target, making himself look like the one to be taken down. Oh, he wants to chase. Takas. There goes the knife. There comes the ghost. Triple threat in the end as old Woot gets to have his fun here on Jet. And it's hard to witness sometimes here. I need Gentlemates to give us a reason they came onto this map now. This is the 2nd chance at a buy.
Gentlemates' map pick. We haven't really got to see them on this map that much, really. Team Heretics, we've seen them at international events on this. And it's just so hard breaking through this. Woot over on B with that op or Outlaw. This round he's going to be on A, just switching it up. Hey, I just shut you down at B. I'm going to go take it at A. You're probably scared of me there. And we're going to see this opening from Gentlemates on this mid.
So much money they just get the off out instantly.
To break the Sova Dart though if it comes to the back again.
Still though, they don't know he's going to do this. They have 3 people that could get 1 shot.
Benji up towards kitchen.
So 1, 2, 3 people to send it through middle with the flash.
Back. Potentially 2, 3 players. This is a lot on his plate here, but it's ahead of Dizzy finally got him, but Miniboo is there to trade out.
It's not too bad though with the trades. They've got one side of the bottom. They could definitely just leave this and go back.
Middle here. This is a good start to an extent for Gentlemates.
Don't tell me it's going to hang around here.
Team Heretics has given up B. They're trying to lock down that middle and A. Gentlemates still could pivot either side. They have a minute left. But Miniboo.
Cadaver just seemed completely unaware of the possibility of that. No one checking through the window for it. A little bit out of sorts here as Whalers. What are you meant to do? Barrow's been spotted. Boo knows it. Boo's seen him. Oh, not pretty, but
hey, that was a nice recovery though.
Yeah. And it feels like it's falling apart here. Where's Gentlemates' end goal? Yeah, you've got tube control. Sadly, you can't plant there. 30 seconds.
Yeah, it was like Gentlemates did a good stage 1.
With this, and we know that Heretics have the discipline to sit deep
now. They had no idea what to do once they had inside one hand.
They've got this op line still. There's nothing that can get past it, really. And here it comes. They're going to have to plant top site on that bridge.
Oh, the fear of God putting him there. Bayaz, last time of it. He is going to get the plants in. Oh, and completely just torn asunder. Yeah, that one's not it. Heretics, 3
they might
standing.
Struggle, man.
Beautifully done by them.
I'm worried for the 30-0 at the moment.
I mean, I've got to say, it's a pleasure to watch them play here, but I want to see Gentlemates prove why they've picked Icebox. You know, you don't walk into this and go, well, let's hope for the best. You know, I've got to see something.
I feel like their sequencing's a little bit off, and they're hanging around
Only
in areas
5, yeah, but look how
they
they're
should
playing.
Just get out of once they have the initial control. So that being, they're putting all this pressure on mid early. They put 5 players there. They pick the turret. They go for their opening kill, but then they're just hanging around there. And what does Team Heretics do really well? They regroup into the middle. They re-clear the map, and then they kind of like understand what they need to hold and what they are comfortable giving up. And Gentlemates, they just need to be able to get in and out more effectively. Maybe start somewhere else, then come to middle, or let one person just walk around middle while there's pressure helping someone else. Woot has been so just aggressive on these guys.
Interesting though, getting hit by the knife, potentially, I'm wondering on purpose, because that operator has been dropped out to Miniboo. So
they're going to think that he's open, yeah, and they actually have the hop over towards B. Bro, they love middle.
Well, right back to middle, they love a bit of it. Benji getting very curious now. 1-for-1 trade out, floodgates open, but I don't think they know about
they're
the two-man
going to have
play
no idea that
holding
Mini
towards
Boo's
B-long
here,
this
so
time.
Boo can kind of freely play, and if he goes down, it baits this out pretty heavy.
Ultimate as well.
How do they hold this really unorthodox positioning?
They have to thrash through and just stabilize somehow.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Boo. It gets to live through it, just.
Yeah, keep an eye on the Viper.
Time now. This isn't bad for Gentle
Viper
Mates.
should be winning this round.
And
There we go.
caught on the back line.
All we have to do is talk about the 13
now. The
now.
last two players were the ones we were talking about earlier towards long that were a little bit hard to pin down. Probably not as expected. Great damage again. Chipping away. They know where Boo is. Mini Boo finally shows his hand. That's the operator. This could be the first hit for Gentle Mates. Takas just stepping back in. This is very nice. Boo. Gonna give it up. Yeah, done for.
He didn't see it.
First time we've seen that mid-pressure really work then.
The whole game plan behind what Gentle Mates is doing is they realize
at least they were decisive once they actually took mid control here.
In the world knows how
at
to
least they did something once they gone through.
The front, B against B hits from the front, and all the retakes are the same thing. Oh, the spike's planted at B. Okay, you're gonna be back yellow. You're gonna be at the lane. I'm gonna do this set Molly, this set Flash. Nice! But what happens when there's 5 players from Gentle Mates that's in mid? They're up tube. They're using that window. They're on the tube, under it, everywhere. It makes it very uncomfortable for Team Heretics because they're not used to teams being in those positions.
Got a few people that are one way from this ult, so I'd like to see a punish, but we don't see it. We insta-omen ult next to ourselves, kind of making pressure that you went over towards Snowman.
First death in the last round.
And Woot has completely owned their fake. Like they tried to omen ult with a KO fish, so they were going to send Wingman out was the plan. To make it look like they're sending it with the spike.
But maybe that's
And then they were going to try walk into A once the rotate happened. But Woot goes aggro. Sees a couple of them. I think it might have been one. Now they're going to go for a backup plan.
To see if it's beneficial, but...
Knife in 10.
They've got so many ults as well, yeah.
That lockdown's going to be used in the post for sure. He just needs to time it before Mini Boo gets his ultimate off.
You can see they're very aware of
Mini Boo's on the rotate, so as soon as this fish goes in, he can just pop his ult.
The alarm bot, they already have that player towards yellow. Not going to get really much reward from it now, but they at least have the sight, right? This is good. Okay, that's a little bit far. Careful. Okay, it's worked. Takas backing himself in the fight, takes out Rienz. Trade is there, though, so Bears has fallen. Gonna have kind of ults just about everywhere. They've just run about everything they had into this.
Yeah, they popped them all.
Not a lot of cover with this Viper ulti. Random spams could just disrupt this entirely.
And the lockdown's faded, so Natank gonna be pressured soon, he knows it. You can see the rest of Heretics getting closer through middle. The tank flashes there, didn't quite get him, but it's fine. Mini Boo does anyway. Woot then clears the next, and that's the pit now.
You're gonna lose around where they use 4 ults.
Peekaboo, and now it's all on Whalers. A tough situation, a 1v4. And the retakes, how do they always look this clean, this concise?
A
valiant attempt.
It's still pretty cool though, like they handled it well. The nade into the flash early, you force them out into the open, you kind of like...
On here at a very clean
you're basically trying to like separate the ult.
Team Heretics did
They're like a 2-man team either side of the Viper ult to try and separate it.
They say, you guys ready?
These two here and then these two.
Molly comes. It forces the player forward. Flash comes in. It doesn't affect them, but
still, it's pretty impressive though from Heretics.
Everyone's distracted. Now everyone else comes in. Boo comes in from one side. Boo comes in from another side. It's just everyone's converging, and they get the kills on everyone that's in there.
Maybe they should have used all 5 ults, I guess.
It's Cadaver. The
ulti goes down to
it's
a low
very
buy.
well done. Can't say it enough when you watch them on these retakes. It's part of their strengths. So he said very early about this team, it seemed to look good for them, but Gentle Mates, gonna have to keep going now. Has to really pick up the pace here a bit for themselves. Takas. Can't be walking in like that.
It's a bonus. I mean, it's a low buy. It's fine. You do.
I guess faith be it on Boo, potentially on towards B when he was starting out. Now the adjustment towards Benji. They brought Boo over towards that A side, but a 4-1 split here. Once again, Gentle Mates eyeing up middle, but this buy is going to be lacking some of that firepower that they had last time.
I think they're running out of ideas right now, and they're trying to just do anything and just hope something works. They've got that Viper lurked all the way up B lane. They know that it's going to be just Benji here defending against this. All they need is this 1 kill.
The alarm bot is still there for now, but I think Cadaver's getting a bit closer. Okay, yeah, he's got to get away from the side. There's no safe angles anymore. Plays for the retake instead. He's got the lockdown too. And Mini Boo just got Whalers. How that happened, and the tank, lovely, good positioning. He'll take that. They'll upgrade too. That's big. And Bayaz waiting for Boo. That should... Bayaz, a mini-map moment, maybe. Not too sure. But eyes off the prize is a problem. The tank Bayaz and Kadabra got to hold this one on, and it's going to be the tank desperately trying to. Mini Boo down on the knees. Really? The tank still going. Still doing the best he can. Next in line, Bayaz. Beautiful. Gentlemates finally showing a bit of life here in these post plants. Keeping Heretics away from what they wanted. And that's perfect. That's what the doctor ordered. Two now for them. Maybe a chance to get back in
just after one of Heretics winning, so they did reset the money. I know the Heretics have good money still, so they can be buying.
Basically overloading middle, planting for middle, and just using all these different angles. Team Heretics,
4v5 as well.
Out so many different positions, and they're getting split up. Normally, they're really good at their retakes because they get to stick together, but now they're being forced apart. So it's changing their setup. Right now, we get to see we got the mollies from the Killjoy setup towards A right now, and we're going to see a little bit of mid-contest from Team Heretics. They know that they can't let Gentlemates have this for free again.
Should know. The timing's like on this. We've got a mid-walk coming out from Heretics. First time we've really seen them going for a bit of a full adjustment. Oh, the widest swing in the world. Benji just kept on running. Kadabra tried to take the fight, but that's going to be spotting two players. But can they then bounce in towards this? Four hit on the knife. This is going to be tricky now to find
comfort, kind of activate a little bit, go fast behind, lock them in.
Dizzy dealt with and a step forward. The trade's there. Heretics still hold on to the line as the spike gets dropped just ahead of that wall. Whalers and Bayaz, no easy steps in now. 3 seconds on the knife. Flash. Got the spike at least. But they don't have safety behind them. Who's on the way? Yeah. Just tuck into this a bit of a deeper angle. Make the map feel half its size. Yeah, you now know Zip can call that forward. And again,
everyone's
they're trying to just like pop and swing everything. But Gentlemates have given themselves a little bit of a step forward here. Maybe they can get a decent fight on B, but they have nothing to push him off this angle.
Yeah.
No flash. They've got a knife, but that doesn't really matter. But the shot missed. An opportunity gained. And a plant prayed for. Whalers still paranoid. The sun's on the side. Benji's still alive. So, the tag through the wall. You've got to be careful now. 10 seconds are running out. 2 for 1. He misses that first go, but you don't give him a second try like that. Come on.
Yeah, this works out now that he tagged the first guy as well.
He's missed being on the duelist clearly. He looks good with it.
It's like, I missed those first 2 shots on purpose because I wanted that lineup one. I knew that was coming.
Oh, dear.
So wide from Benji. And a good adjustment from Team Heretics as well, realizing that the only rounds that were won by Gentlemates was through middle. And what does Heretics do? Okay, let's go take middle again. We won the fight when we went head-on against this, when we did the 2 walk down, when we did it together. One of the first rounds was with a Sovadar in the backlines as well, scanning them. They were able to pick up a kill through the orb, another kill down the tube. And Gentlemates needs to figure out another way. They are trying to kind of just throw anything at the wall, whatever
they might just send it through middle again.
And the only thing that's worked with for them was the 5 middle stuff, but they can't just rely on that every single round. They need to have something else as well, but every time they try something else, they lose, and they're losing confidence as a result of it. So they're like, oh, it's not working. Okay, we have to do something else. But maybe they don't even have to change things up too drastically. Maybe they're overcooking something that where, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Team in 2.
I think the confidence thing is going to be a problem though, because you've come back into Icebox, maybe hoping to, get your hopes back up. Okay, we've got some new plans.
The map they load him on duelist, he starts putting up the same numbers as he was before as well.
Thinking, oh god, are we back in that same situation?
Yeah, they're going to go through middle again. It's the only thing that looks good.
You're starting to see it all get a bit worrying, and well, you said it doesn't have to just be this middle piece, but they really like it. Really like it.
And it's forcing Team Heretics up.
Oh, but a fake. I kind of like the idea, but they better clear this diligently. Dizzy.
Oh, if he shot that, he actually had the kill.
Maybe a second long. Oh, okay, Riens, that's a little much. Praying that no one was going to fill that space, but they certainly were. So that's the first pick. So kind of, feigning that mid-pressure
I like
again,
this that they just now go searching over towards middle.
Into a more, I guess, typical approach, punishing them for wanting to take back that space elsewhere. Attackers has definitely heard those steps.
Team Heretics, they don't care about B right now. They just know, hey, we're going to lock down A, we're going to lock down mid.
That was a nice shot.
Deal with this lurk. Will he clear this, though? Benji.
Oh, my God.
Awareness.
Oh, my God.
4 versus 4.
Yeah, right back all even. And with that little bit of a mid presence, yeah, you can preemptively note it. Boo, already expecting this B approach. Picking out where that plant's going to be. Ooh, nice timing on that knife. Going to keep him at least from being able to spam out the traditional plant spot, but they just keep forcing towards CT. They're running straight towards the Danger Man himself. It's Woot who couldn't land the knife that time.
Yeah,
so now down to a 2v2.
One more to hit. On 50.
Not still in play this time here. Who's still prowling around. He could average trying to navigate his own way.
Gets spotted by the guy. Oh, he gets perfect timing.
Time starting to tick though. Oh, and Boo's found Kadavra. Now an tank left in the 1v2. How's he meant to get around it? You can't. Heretics. Yeah, it's a little up, you know, up in the air at times. A little bit weird and wonderful from Gentlemates, but they seem so equipped to deal with it.
Rare whiff. He just double body shot right
with the knife. Showcasing exactly why they are one of the top dogs, or if not the top dog in the region.
Yeah.
And it's because not only are they good when they're able to set the pace and the tone of the game, but they also are so good at adjusting and coming back when they're down a man, when the chips are stacked against them, when they're pushed to those limits and they're put in these uncomfortable positions. They're able to just come through. Benji re-aggressing down tube, equalizing, catching that lurker.
It does, you know,
still
kind of bring in the question then of why Gentlemates brought us here. You know, you got to hope they were working on something and more than just that mid pressure.
I mean, they probably go into practice games. They do this, and other teams aren't Team Heretics. It works against them, and they're like, oh, okay, cool, problem solved. We just do this. But now they just think like, well, it worked against all these other teams. What do we do now?
I do think you're right. There is something to be said that,
yeah, that happens a lot.
As well.
The map just, it feels so inaccessible. Yep. You know what I mean? No matter where they go, the Heretics are very, very well prepared.
They can't even do it here.
A horrific uphill slog. And look at Woot's line. Very deep.
Okay, flashed off the angle.
But the confidence is there. He's going for the repeat. Of course he is. He's not really been missing much. The swings and roundabouts here starting to come into effect. We saw kind of all the attention drawn maybe off the back of the knife connecting early over towards B. But the man still waiting.
Okay, little fake to try and make some timing over towards B.
It's a little interesting. Oh, knife. Hello.
The space instantly taken.
Yeah, this is actually good.
Yep.
Or it shouldn't be at the angle.
The problem is, though, in my mind,
I'm out of range anyway.
That Boo looks back and goes,
okay, so Akash should be good for 2.
They come in my way, that's fine.
Oh, no, you know.
Oh. That's gonna sting. That's gonna sting.
I don't want to look at you guys. I'm not even gonna look to my right. I don't even want to look.
How do they disrupt that back line? Faye has good positioning. Punishing Benji Fishy. First tap on the spike.
That's insane, isn't it?
No go just yet. There it is. Oh, good pick from Kadavra, but Woot's ahead of this is over towards yellow. So the ult's going to be invested. I thought that was going to follow up. It doesn't. Punish. Now there's a bit of a hope to this one. Boo. Oh my God, Boo. Bayaz. I didn't call it.
It's all good. They won the round. It doesn't matter. It's all fine.
My heart was
Nothing
sinking,
happened.
but Gentlemates have got themselves a third. It wasn't the prettiest way to get there, but
it's
you know,
unbelievable. How did he not get the kill here?
You'll take them when you get them when you're in this point. And they've been throwing some very unorthodox looks in here. Again, the back and forth, trying to find maybe a favorable site approach, and they finally got it, but didn't feel good.
Early in the game, Gentlemates did a play where they used the KO ulti as part of a fake on B. So they could sneak the spike on A.
Getting pumped up, bro.
Right now, they're just realizing they just have to all-in commit behind this and go for something together. Maybe have one player kind of work that flank. But already Team Heretics closing the gap. They have all of the space at B, and they're going to keep Gentlemates contained in here. Rians has Hunter's Fury as well.
So how far do they go? That's the question.
As far as they can.
Okay, Gentlemates were waiting for it. Maybe a little aware, maybe reading into it a touch more. And a 5v3, huge advantage. Patience,
he couldn't see because of the wall. Dude, 4?
We saw a very similar situation last game.
I say 4 like it's doable.
But
this is an attack side of mouth.
8-4 half in favor of Team Heretics. Gentlemates trying to make a repeat.
Maybe noting Kadavra here could be pretty indicative of it being that B finish. So then you look at Benji, you look at Miniboo who's on the way.
Still, that Hunter's Fury is ready and lined up.
This is going to be tough. It has to be on Rienz to do a lot of damage. Benji about to soak some of that, but actually it's going to be Rienz taking down Bayaz. Now Benji gets to step a little closer. Whoa, big shot from the tank then. Plant back on board, Takas slipping the net.
Yeah, this time got redemption.
Rienz now needs to go huge. A 1v pretty much 5 at this point. And the slow creeping death on the way. Bayaz going back down. Rienz thinks about Kadavra. Oh my god. Oh my god. 25 HP, surely not. 23 bullets, 3 to find. They're just about everywhere. And he makes it go of it. But Natank doing very well. Gets Gentlemates 4. It's a small amount to play with, but it could open up a chance if they get pistol, if they, you know, convoke burners, and everything needs to go right for them, to say the least.
Pretty much.
There's a lot that needs to go right. I think Gentlemates probably had a semi-decent game plan. Team Heretics won a couple of rounds when they went head-on with them at middle, and that kind of disrupted the whole overflow and confidence levels of Gentlemates. But I wonder if Gentlemates here is able to do the same pressure that we saw them trying to get a feel of towards the end of their Sunset defense half, where they're able to get in their faces a little bit, maybe do some timing pushes, or even just in general, using that moment to sneak up into areas and really disrupt that,
Fishy.
I guess, Team Heretics
attack, Killjoy, Sheriff.
Yeah, I think you're right. Takas was doing a little bit of that, wasn't he, even on the first half. So I want to see if maybe that could happen here, but it's already having a little look, and this guy, he just exudes confidence the way he plays this game. No fear. He's basically got the entirety.
Yeah, he's got 5 people hunting him.
There's 5 players looking at him.
How many does he get?
2 walking towards, you know, the bottom end of Tube. Dizzy does get him. They might go on this one. Yeah, Bayaz got him dead. Okay, Woot down. Raid boss removed. The rest of them are still a little bit of a problem as well.
They have an Omen Smoke. They can one-way the top of this lane box. They have Paranoia,
Wingman
Knife, double KO flashes, and a Molly.
Yeah, they got good util for retake.
Defuse all at the same time.
Whole lot of kit.
It's winnable, doable for Gentlemates.
Extremely winnable. This is what they needed. Flash was very deep though, but Kadavra's still going to find his man. Benji goes down. Miniboo on the response. Just wait until the very end of this because Boo is still alive. And that angle, not going to be enough for a Gentlemates.
That is their first pistol.
Pistol claimed. Maybe there's life here. Maybe there's still a chance.
That is a very good start to this half. If they want to equalize, and they could get a runoff right now. They could take it all the way to 8 rounds. Team Heretics basically started with a 5-round lead in that first half, off of a very similar start. 1 pistol, converted round 2 anti-eco, converted the bonus, and then they were able to fly all the way to 5-0 lead. Gentlemates kind of repeats that.
Hey.
Inverses it.
Anyone's game here. Seeing 2 marshals, Sheriff.
Tag and bag.
And it's like the Wild West out here. Bulldogs, Guardians on the other side, a very invested Gentlemates. So this could be some pretty hefty losses if they do go down. So you want to see him keep 5 up.
That's 1 tag.
First tag.
Yeah.
That's the scary factor because you still have those Sheriffs then to come into that next layer.
Yeah, and this guy now knows that he's 1 body shot.
2 of them together. Oh, is that another tag? It
is.
He
knows
God.
The other guy's 1 body shot.
Bayaz. And it was the tank who took the early damage.
It's nice from a tank. Insta-fix of the gun gets out of it.
One more wounded. To what extent?
Wait.
Maybe not sure, but still. 24 HP.
What is this?
At least this deep space towards B confirms the info towards A. But still, Team Heretics looking very scary with these weapons.
It makes you feel a little unnerved. You've already lost 1 and the tank's sitting lower.
They're going to scale left side maze. This orb's going to land on the rafters.
The observer's just
allow
like,
them
man,
to scale in.
Really wanted to throw this.
Famine, it feels like Whaler's good for it. This is dangerous though. Takas needs to relent. And you got to see caution being shown a little bit from the tank here. You don't want to see him falling down. Takas is good for it though. Takes out Boo. Oh, Miniboo. Didn't get the shot he wanted there.
Yeah, you got to imagine Kadavra has this under control.
And play on site itself. Man in. Kadavra closing the net now. Heretics. Site feeling pretty small here, gonna spot Rienz. Doesn't actually get what he wanted. Oh dear, that's a little bit messy, but it's fine. Gentlemates, player by player. Tagged up, yes, but alive nonetheless. They keep 3 standing. Defuse comes in. A little bit of threat to it, but it's navigated.
It damaged the shields of the last 3 players as well. This next round coming up is going to be a really, I guess, pivotal moment here because Gentlemates, they have to repurchase at least shields, at least their abilities, and they have to decide what are they going to do with Beyaz and Kadavra. Are they going to invest in weapons here, rifles, or are they just going to keep something like Ghosts, Sheriffs, stuff like that? Because Team Heretics, if they're able to win off of the back of Gentlemates doing a full investment, they could just run away and close out this game. Big swing round.
Yeah. Looking at the repurchase, let's see what they kind of bring in. We've got some more Guardians coming out, but I'm seeing rifles too. Got that Vandal still attack us, but Phantom in the hands of Beyaz. Full purchase, of course, for Heretics.
Guardians at least. Save a few $100.
Yeah. This is the first big challenge. This is where you can feel if you really got a game on your hands here. 4-man stack as well.
Down to 70 for Woot.
Oh my gosh, this is pretty nice bold. The tank, you are feeling brave, just go out Mosh in hand. And Takas couldn't get away in time. Beyaz, it's laboured, but it's worked.
Yeah, but I felt like this. Well, the crosshair was on him.
And the bonus could work wonders for them. Got Heretics down to 3 very early on.
It's actually looking pretty decent. They're about to get Killjoy that's going to...
Wheeler's getting down that tube.
Look at the cross.
Has his utility up this line. Okay, busts up the turret, gets out with his life.
He's doubling down.
I think he just wants to listen for the rotations, but he's got his setup to deal with basically everything, except for that mid to A split. Doesn't matter. Team Heretics, they just want to end it at B.
With that knife confirming no one's there, they've got a pretty
They just have a double molly set up. So it'd be a lombard into double molly, and then they'll at least buy a little bit of time for them to rotate.
Boo, so low if he runs into it by accident. Learned from first half, he died to a Viper molly.
Yeah.
It's alarm bot on the flank.
It's actually pretty important to keep that
They're not going to know it's 2 numbers here.
I think they may have
They have 2 different ways of playing this.
There
they can just bait one.
The alarm bell's going, they know there's at least one person on the flank. They don't know it's 2.
They're extending. They know that with this flank up to push towards spawn.
You can see them thinking about it, but it's tricky. It's difficult to get there in time, and Boo can't do it anymore. They've run low on time here. The drop of the wall. Benji going to find Beyaz. But Whaler's close by now. They can all start focusing towards the flank once they realize there's 2 players on it. Kadavra, Whalers steps forward now, making it to yellow, but unable to even spot a player. There, you can see the Heretics are going to make them work for this. No easy fight, no
they
easy
gave him
pick.
Nothing. No way they saved this.
Like. Yeah, time to go. Gentlemates deciding to keep hold of the 2 weapons.
The
Bulldog, the Guardian here. Not
give away save a Guardian Bulldog?
Only Beyaz doesn't really have the economy to do a full purchase, so he's going to get.
I've never seen anyone save like this on a bonus.
Bulldog here.
Let's do the damage.
Try to go another day, but if Team Heretics picks up the next round, I'm very fearful for how the rest of the game is going to pan out for Gentlemates. Great reaction there in the 3 versus 3. Regroup towards B. Has that alarm bot down on the flank, and once that triggers, they realize, okay, time to start pushing in.
The Viper forced? Oh, really?
This early fight really could have gone either way.
It's the right call. I would have stayed with 1, though.
No big ults hitting yet either. We've got 1 off for Beyaz. Actually pretty imperative, but on the other side, Boo 2 away from his. We do have the TP for Takas, but waiting to do the timing. A little bit of chip. Whoa, big damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting payback for the spam from the double classic.
Woot down to 20 this round. Was down to 70 at the beginning of last round.
Yeah, struggling to get off the starting blocks here in at least a safe way.
A double lurk out, and Benji, bottom of tube, starting to creep up. He's going to have to deal with this turret, though.
Here comes the carry flash.
Yeah, Kadavra spotted the flash.
Lovely carry flash.
So well done, Beyaz, you absolute beauty. Lovely flash in there. That's put now Heretics down to just 3. But off the back of where maybe Benji's gone to, they fancy trying to pivot. No.
Yeah, I got so nervous this one too.
Keeps it safe, though. Benji spotted.
Okay.
Snaps to Whalers.
2v4 at his peak, and the guy over towards A doesn't really want to do too much because he's low HP. They want to get into a 2-on-2, so it's going to play passive and just listen.
You don't want to die for free. You don't want to go down on your own. And Rian's clearing
30 seconds
deep
left.
here. No one spotted. He knows that the tank was around, but
double molly for plant.
Get this planted. Should be able to get away if he fancies. Timing not right on that.
I like the play though.
Trying to get a little technical with it, but now it's on Benji. This is brutal. Paranoia's gone in. They could close that gap, but they don't actually get there in time. So, what? They seem so lost. They seem so lost.
Wingman?
Wingman's on
Does he know about it though?
Molly
Wingman's on it. Wingman's off it now. And now he's got a 1v1 and he's buying time. This man just never seems to feel pressure. Always so ice cold with it, Benji. And toying with him, playing with the tank. And now he's got to try and close.
Again, nicely done with the stick. He gets all the kills, but the tank got the round.
Nice try from Benji.
Very nice try.
Gentlemates, when it matters, get it done.
That was expensive. A round's a round. They should be happy with that. 9-7.
Oh, this flash though.
This is the adaptation that they needed to do on Sunset as well. And we saw them pull it out off the Cypher camera. They got the Paranoia. They swing it to B main, get the double entry, 5 versus 3, play that out. This is the type of situation that they need to put themselves in more often to really take the fight to Team Heretics and say, hey, we're not going to let you just walk into the site, waltz around, and do whatever you want.
And now we're going to see those ults starting to hit for Gentlemates. A real chance to springboard into this game. Takas. That's tough. Yeah. I mean, he's done some damage. Again, doesn't get started around, not taken down to like 20 HP, but it is 5 men standing. Heretics are not the start you were after for Gentlemates. They do still have the ult with the tank, still have Bayaz with his too.
This is a rough round though.
It looks like for them. Benji.
Look at some of the ults they can get with just one plant.
A chance to 1v3 last
they lose A, they go proactive over towards mid or 4.
How much? Ooh, well, that's at least 2 players. Minimum 2
maybe
noted.
3.
Probably a lot more. Plants there. No resistance felt on the A side, so they know that it's all coming through here. There's the ult from Bayaz. And Heretics holding the site itself. They want to challenge, and well, they've lost the first. Lovely work from Bayaz.
But wait,
beautiful.
Rians has to use his Hunter's Fury because Killjoy, Benji, he's across the map. He is so far away.
Yeah, but they haven't touched it yet.
Race. A matter of getting back there in time now. They have no idea how far they are. They're going to cause them to scatter, to run, to get away from this. He just has to buy the time here. Do they even consider it? Do they think about it? It looks like Bayaz might be
Shocks
for a second.
and mollies.
Any more time here, he's got to speed up. The timing's cost him it. Cadaver went and dealt with Rians.
Wait,
and now Benji has to try and get in here. Can he deny this? Can he?
Oh my god, he might have done enough.
Time!
Holy, this is close.
So damn close. This is
still
the game
alive,
we wanted.
man.
9-8. Gentlemates firing up. This is maybe why Icebox came out. This is what they've been up to. Keeping Heretics on their toes. Haven't seen Heretics pressured like this in some time. Especially not by a team like Gentlemates. You wouldn't have expected it. Maybe Giant X, you gave him a little bit of something, oh, you know, the honeymoon period, whatever. This is fantastic. Heretics forced into a timeout.
I think Team Heretics kind of forced that situation not in a good manner. Rian's backing off to do his Hunter's Fury. Benji was all the way across the map at B doing a late flank to secure the round, and the rest of the players are still pushed up, but Wu is on 20
anonymous
HP at the top of Generator trying to take these fights with the Vandal.
Anon, and, whoever you are.
You know, they all just fall apart so quickly there that, you know, these guys are forced to pop the Hunter's Fury, and they're not able to stabilize and get this round. I thought for sure Benji was going to throw a molly through the nest at top site, and then it bounced off the wall.
But it was like
to get on that spike,
he had an exact round like this. It's Shanghai, right?
It's so hard.
But he needed the molly that landed over towards default to get the planter.
Also, different story. So it's not like Team Heretics is.
It's kind of funny there was a repeat round where he kind of needed a molly again. Not that he, I mean, he didn't want to give away his position as well, but it might have cost enough time.
But again, as much as we do say, hey, Benji can close those out, he can do this, it's still, he's left in a 1v3, right? It's still situations you'd expect a top-end team to maybe not be forced into, but it's credit to Gentlemates here.
Well, I say everyone, 3 people can get reset.
This time. But can they keep it up?
The kind of Heretics are pretty much one round away from getting around the
capability, top-end teams. You talk about depth, their ability to adjust, take timeouts, bring out new looks. Get a little bit of a tester, a little taster of that here. The economy suffering, however, for Heretics. So you've got Sheriff's, bit of a broken buy, still certainly serviceable. And scrapped really deep on that. Oh.
2 big openings.
Oh dear.
And they get a gun on top of this now.
Back through.
Weapon.
Viper's Omen. Oh, I thought he was going to stick that Omenal. I thought this Omen was really good.
You're right, the Viper's Pit there, the lockdown. Lots to use. It looks like Heretics kind of leading into maybe not a set piece as such, but you know, a really well-crafted idea. Seemed to have a full approach in mind for how they want to break in towards that A site.
To save
and the lockdown on
Omen
top.
flash, and that's why
they're making no mistakes now.
They're dumping everything into this round to secure it. This is off the back of an eco as well, and if you look at the economy of the other side, Gentlemates, 150, 300, 300.
Yeah,
these guys need
to
save. They have nothing going into the next round.
This one, if they're looking at their own econ, makes a lot of sense. Like these three are wrecked.
That's the aspect where, you know, those 1v3s, those close rounds, that's when it matters, because the money's never stable.
Right.
You're never building up that bank behind you, never get a round in hand. It is really like, okay, if we lose out on those first two, we got to pull the plug. We got to hit that early save. So it took Heretics bringing out maybe a little set piece into this, you know, a clear-cut plan coming out from maybe Weber or Niels. However they wanted to approach it, they've just done that. But now we look back into kind of the more regular rounds. This generally has been Gentlemates' side.
Miniboo has his KO ulti.
Okay, same spot again.
There's a time for a set play. This could be it. But they're in a little bit of control of the situation. They're getting this walk up on A fairly easily. They know that there's going to be no op on the board. That opens up options for them to do their contact plays. And they are so damn good at these contact plays as well.
You hit from the knife, but they picked up an orb, so the tanks won away.
Don't know if enough people got scanned by Team
Heretics. They do a knife on the way back and they hit no one, so they kind of know that.
Move away from here, but still walking
not many
out
people
here.
At least in this
able to get these opening kills.
Timing on this, just as he wants to refresh here. There's the pop flash. It's going to give them at least the line forward. Miniboo, when do you decide to pop the ult? If he does,
they get through one way.
Yellow.
Now they got the next one way. There's 3 people here.
You know,
the last time they were here, they had a flash that came in, so one of them should probably play anti-flash, and the KO's in position. Maybe there's a flash once the Omen flash goes.
And they're coming to do this reflash.
And there's going to be the 2 players spotted.
But the smoke.
Oh my god.
And away they go. Kadabra not... Oh, the flash was so good there, but Kadabra had a chance.
Yeah, the flash was really good, and the KO flash on defense just came in now.
Goes down, but now the site looking more and more vulnerable. But keep your eyes on the spike. It's still not really left.
I actually think there, if Gentlemates didn't do that extra Omen smoke, they probably win that round.
No, they're not.
They like missed the timing. The KO was just waiting the whole time, and then it just meant that Heretics had like a moment to just plan the most perfect thing of flash dash over towards yellow.
A little pause here, but they don't have much time to pause, so they kind of have to play this one out a little bit dry to an extent. There's the step, and the wall goes up. Whalers is spotted. Bayaz is there. This should be enough now for the tank to rotate. 10 seconds. The flash from Bayaz again.
Oh god, they got a plant.
Hey, has been absolutely on it. Now there's the problem.
Ooh,
the
nice.
Gentlemates.
Yeah, and they are still staying alive.
Punishing Heretics.
All these rounds are close, but they're still here.
For Gentlemates, and they were probably just so nervous after their flash peak didn't work. They mistimed it ever so slightly. I think it was off by maybe a couple seconds. What happened was they still had their Omen one-way smoke up. So when these flashes came in, when the KO flash came in, all of the attackers, Team Heretics, were protected.
Unreal.
They didn't see that flash. They were protected, and then that smoke dropped, and they were able to win out those duels. 4 versus 3 conversion.
Okay, Woot has knives, so the KO knife is pretty important. They did just use the insta-KO knife over towards...
And just absolutely torn up the history
knife over towards A though. While that's going on, though, we have a walk through middle. The only time that we don't have Killjoy, he's still here.
Straight up the guts though, Boo just
do they expect 2
middle.
people on site?
Like, hey, do you remember you guys do this to us? We're gonna give that a go actually. A little bit of a split here. The tank, gun in hand, and he does the dance just right. Steps around the knives and Woot falls. And the tank's still here. He's such a nuisance. He's getting away with it again and
the tank did unreal though.
Heretics
and they had no idea he was over towards site.
Back in this game.
Gentlemates saw last week they see Giant X take a
Heretics
off of Team Heretics. They know, hey, if they can bleed, they can die. If Giant X can do this, so can we. It might go down to the distance, down to the wire. It happened in overtime on split. Gentlemates is looking to be another team that can take a map off of Team Heretics.
Second timeout. A1 check-in. A1 a word. You don't often see Heretics push like this. I know that sounds almost silly to say after the Giant X thing, but again, that, you know, a little bit of almost a lean towards recency in that regard, because prior to that, it was a very clean run. Heretics have looked very solid. They're not one of the teams you're going, oh, how's their performance up and down? No, they've been pretty much on it. So this is a show of, okay, Gentlemates 1 have stepped up here. They definitely look better here. You know, there's been some real margin of growth. They've got a couple of ults to play ahead of them as well. They've got the money a little, you know, shaky for Heretics. There's a world we live in where Gentlemates might take this map off of Heretics. Now, whether they could do that on Lotus is yet to be seen, and something we can discuss if we get there.
Yeah.
But this is already quite impressive, genuinely, to witness.
I think a lot of it comes down to how they're individually performing as well. Some of these opening kills, some of these trades, even a couple of rounds ago when we saw them get 2 apiece, Bayaz coming through the Viper wall with his flash getting 2, and then being closed out by Whalers with 2 with his Guardian. I think Team Heretics, if I'm in the voice comms of that pause, I'm probably saying,
right,
like,
low
hey,
buy.
We're actually not even
Forced
doing
him down
bad.
to
Like,
a low buy.
We could just keep doing what we're doing.
Dash with the recon close. Yeah, they want to try and jump on someone if they're playing aggro here.
I always wish we could be just a fly on the wall to hear what they're saying, but
early control.
Dude, look at this push out though. Break the turret instantly, so they might feel like they have to push and take map control because they have no idea about how many numbers there are behind.
The pressure is right at the doorway. And now you can see the war, you can see the
Visual with the Omen flash. Oi, the Omen flash was sick. This was cool.
In unison. It's an absolute shutdown. Rians and Benji, you ain't got anything to say here. Finally, Gentlemates looking in full form. Prepared, ready, waiting, and punishing every step that Heretics have tried to take. Benji, you're good, but you're maybe not a 1v4, almost a 1v5 good. 17 HP.
And they can official again.
We ask a lot of him. We're asking an ace here.
I've seen a 1v3 ace clutch today. 30 seconds remaining, 17 HP.
Left.
Thrash recovered.
I got the spike.
And 11 rounds for Gentlemates. I want to get a replay of that Thrash as well because
the combo was sick.
Yeah, he got both of them in
Omen flash that gets higher and lower over towards middle of site, and we go wrap round with the official jump.
Straight jump onto heaven, got both of them, and just sprayed through the smoke. And it was all really off of that initial fight down middle through B. I mean, we're just seeing Cadaver literally solo run through B, meet up with his teammates down middle. Hey, B's clear, mid's clear, it's got to be A. They converge on A, they use that Thrash, and they clean up 11 rounds. So close to making it happen, but full buy coming out for Team Heretics. They might wait for this counter knife. They know every single round. Gentlemates, after a few seconds, they do a counter. There is no knife right now. It might be a flash peek instead. They're just waiting out that timing, trying to catch them at the interval.
Yeah, timing looks alright.
Flashes. Dizzy.
Oh, if he committed. Oh.
I mean, Wood's got to run. So does Boo. Boo's caught there. Oh my gosh, how
just
did
left
Boo
it out.
So
dude, if they committed
heavy,
both of them,
perfect.
either the Omen or what was it, Gecko on the floor?
The reaction from Team Heretics is actually to go big.
I'm not sure who this was.
But that's where
if they committed either one of them, I think they get 2 kills there.
Preemptive too. Lots of util in the way. That's so tough. Try and get in on.
There's no turret blocking Benji, though.
Yeah, but you can see the eyes. Takas is still watching this. That deeper angle. Oh, and it's all about timing. Who gets the god timing on this one? That's pretty much it. And there's still the fight on the site. Bayaz even layering in on this. They want that 12.
They see the turret now.
They've got to know.
They give the comp to Benji. Benji could walk up now.
Oh, turret.
He doesn't hear anything, though.
Have they found the alarm bot?
There's so much going on this. They're being held in 25 seconds. He's getting so low.
20 seconds? Trying to make it look like they've gone all the way back, but Takas is just holding this the whole time.
18 seconds, time to go. They've got to stick the landing, and Cadaver's still waiting, still mopping up. 2 big kills, a third to add to it. The body count just piling on. Sees Boo, but now 7, 6 times.
Okay, 2 chances for
Gentlemates.
Take us to a 3rd map.
Unthinkable
How have they done
scenes in
this?
front of us here. Keeping everything moving forward for the French side. Lockdown still in play for them as well. They're getting everything they wanted.
think they just have to go A. B is pretty hard. They got to go through the first one way.
Around with so much confidence, understanding that
we have an
then they got to
go through the second one way.
Take this map, go to a third map. It's their life.
Looks like a nightmare.
For playoffs, Team Heretics, they don't have that much pressure. It's just locking in the top 2. Can they do this? Do they want it badly enough? They have to show it.
Ain't that just the question? How bad do you want it? You saw how close Gentleman's got to that start
over
before.
Here now.
Almost catching
Maybe they weren't doing it in that round
trying
either.
To dart back, and I think Woot as well.
Not this again.
Same
4 people. Everyone's playing anti-flash this time.
There it is. Last time around.
Catches
Woot's,
him.
Yeah.
He's got to dash again.
Potentially does get away with his life. Again, fine margins here.
This time, they're going to go towards B, just break the utility, put a little bit of pressure, maybe use that drone and Hunter's Fury to sell it, but the re-hit towards A for Team Heretics.
Trying to feign that there's a little bit more presence here. You're going to see the util being run through. Knife goes in, clears yellow, no one's there, so already response being made. Bayaz, he's out of there. Heretics trying to pull this fake in the very last couple of seconds, maybe keep.
Does the knife even bring anyone over?
Ideal, but
oh, it pops the Killjoy. They'll take that. Still 3 people here.
Do they consider a tank? Because you better do, because they've just been lined up on a
platter. That should be it.
This is perfection
from
Gentlemates.
Impressive from Gentlemates.
I don't think many of us saw this one coming, but
I did not think this was going to happen at all.
It's their chance to close out here.
Especially with the start.
5 of them standing. Rienz and Miniboo probably stunned at this. And I can't believe what we witnessed, but a marvelous performance from Gentlemates here.
Fair play, man. That was impressive.
13-10. The underdog has had, well, I wouldn't say his day yet, but he certainly had his map here.